Islam had just gained a new believer, but the world was about to discover something far greater. A commander who would never, ever be defeated. Khalid ibn al-Walid was no longer fighting against Islam. Now, his sword was in the hands of Allah, and the battlefields of history were about to burn. The story begins at the Battle of Mut. It was a scene of desperation. The Muslim army, just 3,000 strong, faced a colossal Roman force of 200,000. The odds were impossible. One by one, the appointed Muslim commanders fell, martyred on the battlefield. Zayd ibn Haritha, then Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, then Abdullah ibn. The army stood on the very edge of destruction, its morale shattered. Then a man stepped forward. Khalid ibn al-Walid took command. Imagine the chaos, the fear. But Khalid was a rock in a storm, with absolute calm, incredible courage, and a strategic brilliance that no one had ever seen. He began to work. He completely reorganized the army's formation. He had the rear guard swap places with the vanguard, and the right flank with the left. He instructed his cavalry to ride away behind a hill, and then return in small groups, kicking up dust to make it look like reinforcements were arriving. He changed formations again and again, creating confusion and panic in the Roman ranks. The enemy, who thought they had an easy victory, were now terrified, believing they were being lured into a trap by a much larger, hidden army. By nightfall, Khalid had executed a masterful tactical withdrawal, saving the entire Muslim army from total annihilation. When news of this incredible feat reached Medina, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, gave Khalid a new title. He declared to the people, "Khalid is one of the swords of Allah." From that moment, the name Saifullah, the sword of Allah, echoed across Arabia. This was the birth of a legend. After Mu'tah, Khalid ibn al-Walid led the Muslims in battle after battle. He was at the forefront of the campaign against the tribe of Banu Jadima. During the peaceful conquest of Makkah, he led one of the columns, entering the city with humility, not revenge. He was a key commander at the difficult battle of Hunain and the subsequent siege of Taif. Wherever Khalid appeared on the battlefield, a strange thing would happen. The enemy's morale would simply collapse. Victory always followed. Not once, not ever, was he defeated in a battle he commanded. They called him the sword that never slept. Khalid ibn al-Walid is said to have fought in over 100 battles, from small skirmishes to massive campaigns. His body was a tapestry of scars, each one a memory of a clash of steel, a near miss, a hard-won fight. Yet, despite this life of constant battle, he once said something truly heartbreaking. As he lay on his deathbed, he lamented, "I have searched for martyrdom on every battlefield, in the thick of the fight. I have scars all over my body, and yet, here I am, dying on my bed like an old camel dies." He was a warrior who feared nothing in this world except missing the pleasure of his Lord. But the unification of Arabia was only the beginning. Beyond the deserts, two titans of the ancient world stood waiting, the mighty Byzantine Roman Empire and the vast Sassanid Persian Empire. These were global superpowers with massive armies, unimaginable wealth, and centuries of military tradition. And Khalid ibn al-Walid, the sword of Allah, was about to face them both. He wasn't just a soldier anymore. He was about to become the most feared general of his time. A storm was approaching the world, and its name was Khalid. So how did one man, with a fraction of the resources, defeat armies 10, even 15 times larger than his own? How did he completely destroy Persian pride at the legendary Battle of the Chains and the Battle of Mazar? And how did he terrify the entire Roman Empire at the decisive Battle of Yarmouk? The answers to these questions will reveal the battles that did you and just win wars. They changed the course of world history and made Khalid ibn al-Walid a nightmare for empires. Join us for part 4, where the legend truly begins. Thank you for watching.